നമ്മൾ നോക്കാൻ പോകുന്നത് ഗോയിങ് ഔട്ട് ഫോർ എ വാക്ക് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന എസ്സേയുടെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസും ആക്ടിവിറ്റീസും ആണ്. ഫസ്റ്റ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ, വാട്ട് ഡസ് ദ ഓതർ കൺസിഡർ ദ ഡ്രോബാക്സ് ഓഫ് ലണ്ടൻ? ദ ഡ്രോബാക്സ് ഓഫ് ലണ്ടൻ are its endless noise and hustle, its smoky air and its color. Question 2, what is the author's excuse to avoid walking? The author's excuse to avoid walking is to tell the people who call him for a walk that he has many letters to write. Question 3, why is the author's excuse ineffective? The author's excuse is ineffective in 3 ways. First one is it is not believed. Second, it forces you to rise from your chair, go to the writing table and pretend to be writing a letter until the walkmonger goes out of the room. Third one, it won't walk on Sunday mornings because there is no post out till the evening. Question 4, what makes the author says that walking for walking's sake stops one's brain? The author says that walking for walking's sake stops one's brain because then a person's power to instruct or to amuse when he is sitting on a chair or standing on a hearthrug leaves him. Question 5, trespassers will be prosecuted. Write down 2 more such wall notices. Drive slowly, caution, sharp curve. Question 6, what, according to the author, is the thought process taking place in the brain during a walk? A man is not urged by his reasoning faculties to go for a walk. He is urged by something that surpasses reason, by his soul. His soul tells his body to go for a walk. The brain asks the soul where to go and for what purpose. The soul then replies that there is no definite destination or any particular mission. Question 7, what is the author's opinion of having a vehicle for every destination? The author does not take a vehicle to every destination. He never goes out of his way to avoid exercise. When a vehicle is essential, he takes one. Question 8, what holds the author back from going out for a walk? People wanting to see him and walking his own premises hold the author back from going out for a walk. അടുത്ത ആക്ടിവിറ്റി 1 ആണ്. ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ 1, ഡു യു യൂഷ്വലി ഗോ ഔട്ട് ഫോർ എ മോർണിംഗ് വാക്ക് ഓർ ഈവനിങ് സ്ട്രോൾ? യെസ്, ഐ ഡു. ഐ യൂഷ്വലി ഗോ ഔട്ട് ഫോർ എ മോർണിംഗ് വാക്ക്. ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ 2, who do you usually go out with? I usually go out with my friends. Question 3, what does you enjoy the most while walking? While walking, I enjoy the sights along the street most. Question 4, how do you feel after the walk? After the walk, I feel energetic and happy. Question 5, make a distinction between going out for a walk and being taken out for a walk. Going out for a walk means you go out because you want to go out. Being taken out for a walk means you don't go because you are keen on going, but somebody whom you can't refuse forces you to go with him. If a very dear person comes and tells you to go for a walk with him, you can't refuse. Question 6, now prepare a write-up on walking and your preferences. Answer, walking is an excellent form of exercise and it is good for our health. A person who walks for about 3 kilometers a day can maintain his physique very well. Walking gives exercise not only to the body but also to the mind. As our muscles and bodies shake up, increasing the blood circulation, we see new things, forcing our mind to think. Staying inside all the time makes one bored with life. Walking brings variety into our lives. Variety is the spice of life. Doctors say that large number of people suffer from back pain due to lack of exercise. They say walking reduces back pain. When we walk, the fat accumulated in our body burns up. Then carbohydrates are burned. Thus we clear our body from extra fat and carbohydrates. Walking is an exercise which does not cost anything extra. You may need a good pair of walking shoes. These days there are many people who jog every morning or or evening for health reasons. Jogging is walking at a greater speed, less than running. Walking is especially good for people who do sedentary jobs which force them to sit down for long periods. I like to go for a walk with my friends. When we walk, talking with friends, walking becomes doubly enjoyable. We forget the bodily exertion of walking. At the same time, we exchange views on so many things. I prefer to go early in the morning when the streets are not crowded. The air then will be fresh and without much dust. My advice to all the young boys and girls is to go out to their school on foot if the distance is not much. Walking will make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Next activity second ആണ് ഒരു personal essay ആണ്. Read the note and tips on personal essay given on page 152 and 153 of the text. Attempt to write a personal essay on the topic of your choice. Example, swimming, jogging, etc. അങ്ങനെ ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരു ടോപ്പിനെ കുറിച്ച് ഒരു പേഴ്സണൽ എസ്സേ എഴുതാനാണ്. The other day I was walking with my friend when I saw a gruesome sight. Two young boys were walking at a construction site. They were carrying heavy loads on bricks on their head. They were about 10 years old. They wore rags and poverty was writ large on their faces. Although child labor is banned in India, many people still make children do a lot of hard work. I feel sorry for them. Child labor refers to the employment of children in any work that deprives them of their childhood and interferes with their ability to attend regular school. It also refers to an employment of children in jobs that are mentally, physically, socially, or morally harmful. Employing children in jobs which are supposed to be done by the adults is considered exploitative by many international organizations. Legislations across the world prohibit child labor. No country wants its children to spend their childhood in working at jobs which are the adults are supposed to do. Child labor was employed to varying extents through most of history. Before 1940, many children between the ages of 5 to 14 were made to work in Europe, the USA, and the various colonies of European powers. These children worked in agriculture, home-based assembly operations, factories, and even in mining. Some worked night shifts lasting 12 hours. With the rise of household income, availability of schools, and passage of child labor laws, the incidence of child labor rates fell. In developing countries where there is high poverty and less opportunity for schooling, child labor is still prevalent. In 2010, sub-Saharan Africa had the highest incidence of mild labor, with several African nations witnessing over 50% of children aged between 5 to 14 working. Agriculture is the largest employer of child labor. A vast majority of child labor is found in rural areas and informal urban economy. Even parents make their children labor hard at homes and in the fields. Poverty and lack of schools are main cause of child labor. In Kerala, which is called God's own country, we see children from other states employed in the homes of well-to-do to work as servants, to do household chores. Making the children work like a servant is a sin against God and man. When the rich people send their own children to school, these poor boys and girls stand looking helplessly at their miserable plight. You can try to prevent child labor by reporting such cases to the police or to some other authorities. God has given us childhood to enjoy and learn. It is gross injustice to deprive the children of their childhood and learning opportunities. In the novels of Charles Dickens, we see how boys like Oliver Twist suffered because of child labor. Remember, each children has a dream. Don't deprive him of it. God will never forgive you if you are the cause to deprive a child of his dream. My friends and I went to the nearest police station to report what we saw at the construction site. The policemen sitting there took down our complaint, but will the police take any action against those who employed the boys to work there? We could only hope they will. അടുത്ത ഒരു ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ഫില്ല് ചെയ്യാനാണ്. അത് നമുക്ക് ആക്ടിവിറ്റി 4 നോക്കാം. അപ്പോൾ ഈ തന്നിരിക്കുന്ന ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് വുഡ് റാദർ ചേർത്ത് ആൻസർ എഴുതണം. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ആൻസർ സെക്ഷൻ നോക്കാം. ഫസ്റ്റ്, ഐ വുഡ് റാദർ ഹാവ് ബ്രെഡ് ആൻഡ് ജാം ഫോർ ബ്രേക്ക്ഫാസ്റ്റ്. I would rather like my coffee with some milk. I would rather go in a car to the doctors. I would rather go to Singapore on vacation. I would rather go out with Karina. The expecting wishes. For wishes about the future, we use would or could. I wish I could get a better bike. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഫ്യൂച്ചറിനെ കുറിച്ചുള്ള വിഷന് വുഡ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കുഡൊക്കെയാണ് ചേർക്കുന്നത്. അടുത്ത, ടു ടോക്ക് എബൌട്ട് വിഷസ് ഇൻ ദ പ്രസൻറ്റ് വി യൂസ് ദ പാസ്റ്റ് ടെൻസ് ഫോം. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഈ പ്രസൻറ്റ് കാലത്തിലെ എന്തെങ്കിലും കാര്യത്തെ പറ്റി അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വിഷിനെ പറ്റിയാണ് പറയുന്നതെങ്കിൽ ഐ വിഷ് ദ ഡ്രസ് വാസ് നോട്ട് സോ എക്സ്പെൻസീവ്. അപ്പോൾ പാസ്റ്റ് ടെൻസ് ഫോംസ് ആണ് യൂസ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. ഇനി പാസ്റ്റ് വിഷസ്, അത് പാസ്റ്റ് പെർഫെക്റ്റ് ടെൻസേ പറയണം. ഐ വിഷ് ഐ ഹാഡൻ വേസ്റ്റഡ് മൈ മണി ഓൺ ദാറ്റ് സിലി മൂവി. അപ്പോൾ ഇതൊക്കെയാണ് നമ്മൾ വിഷ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ സൂക്ഷിക്കേണ്ട കാര്യങ്ങൾ. ഇനി കുറച്ച് ആക്ടിവിറ്റീസ് നമ്മൾ തന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇനി അടുത്ത ആക്ടിവിറ്റി സെക്കൻഡാണ്, റൈറ്റപ്പ് ആണ്. ഡു യു തിങ്ക് ദാറ്റ് ദെയർ ഷുഡ് ബി ഫിസിക്കൽ എഡ്യൂക്കേഷൻ ഇൻ സ്കൂൾ? പ്രിപ്പയർ എ റൈറ്റപ്പ് സെയിങ് വൈ ഓർ വൈ നോട്ട്. അപ്പോൾ സ്കൂളിൽ ഫിസിക്കൽ എഡ്യൂക്കേഷൻ്റെ ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻസ്, അതാണ് ടോപ്പിക്. I think there should be physical education in schools. I have many reasons to say so. In Latin, there is a saying, mens sana in corpore sano. In English, it means a sound mind in a sound body. A sickly body will not have a healthy mind. Physical education helps in the formation of a healthy and active lifestyle. Such a lifestyle makes the body and mind sound. Physical education helps in the development of leadership qualities. To be a better leader, to be a leader, one should have the capacity to organize, take initiative, guide and control his mates. He should be fearless and just. By taking part in physical education, one develops confidence, cooperation and team spirit. Work is done in teams. Although individual excellence counts, it is the group work that makes a project successful. Any big event is the result of teamwork. Games are lost and won based on team spirit. We all know that united we stand, divided we fall, and unity is strength. A positive attitude is very essential for success. An optimistic attitude keeps one cheerful and prepared to work hard. Perseverance is essential for any important work. Physical education helps one to build a positive attitude to life and things. When we keep our bodies in shape, our mind also gets shaped with the right attitudes. Physical education brings confidence and self-esteem. Only if we believe in ourselves, others will believe in us. Dr. Abdul Kalam said that each person is unique and he should try to remain he and no one else. We should feel that we are unique. We don't have to imitate and copy others. Self-confidence and self-esteem grow by our being active in physical education. Physical education also helps us to learn better. A fit body keeps the mind fit and alert. An alert mind grabs things fast, and physical exercise helps the brain to retain things for a long time. Physical education also instills civic virtues in us. We become more compassionate and loving. We become ready to help others. Physical education is a group activity, and so group welfare, social welfare becomes an important aspect of our training. Man is not an island. He is a social being, and physical education drives into our mind the significant concept. In all schools all over the world, physical education is compulsory because it has such a big role to play in the life of an individual and also in the life of the society. ഇനി അടുത്ത ആക്ടിവിറ്റി തേർഡ് ഒരു സ്പീച്ചാണ്. നോക്കാം. My dear students, today I am going to talk to you about some of the things that bring a lot of harm to the youth of today. Being part of the youth, you should know some of the dangerous things that have gripped the young minds. First of all, many youngsters think that homemade food is not cool. They go after fast food and fizzy drinks. They are fond of eating hamburgers, pizzas, KFC, noodles, pasta and such other things. They forget that these use a lot of dangerous additives and colors. Recently we heard how the broiler chicken which we consume so much, is injected with all sorts of antibiotics and hormones. A hectic lifestyle leads to ill health and anxiety related illness. Hurry brings worry. Many of you like speed. Speed thrills, but it kills. So slow down. Slow and steady wins the race. Haste makes waste. Many of you are tech savvy. You are addicted to all sorts of latest gadgets, mobiles, iPads, iPod, and all such devices. When you are denied these things, you suffer from gadget withdrawal syndrome. You feel as if they are essential in life. Did your parents use them? Did they not live well and happily? So don't think these are essential for a good life. You like to spend your nights before the TV or computer screen watching your favorite programs or playing your favorite games. Scientists have established that just on night of sleep deprivation, depression can lead to weight gain and related illness. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Instead of drinking clean water, you prefer energy drinks or fizzy drinks which contain alarming rates of caffeine. Large amounts of caffeine adversely affect your body and mind, so avoid them. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Fanta, and Sprite taste good, but their excessive use can bring you harm. Don't remain indoors all the time. Play vigorously. Let your body get proper exercise. Enjoy eating nuts, fruits, and vegetables. They will help you to keep your body trim and healthy. Nuts and buttermilk help to cut flab. It would be a good idea to keep pets to beat stress. Spend some time with them, watch them. If you don't have pets, watch nature. The trees, flowers, creepers, birds, butterflies, bees, etc. will make you marvel at the variety of life. Sunrise and sunset can fill your life with colors, with colorful thoughts. Is there anything more beautiful than a beautiful night with a Q moon surrounded by the stars, on the waves kissing the sandy shore on a breezy evening? അടുത്ത ആക്ടിവിറ്റി ഫോർ റോൾ പ്ലേ ആണ്. നിക്കോളായും ഇവാനും തമ്മിലുള്ള നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ പഠിച്ച ക്യാരക്ടേഴ്സ്. ഇപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് നോക്കാം. നിക്കോളായ്, വെൽക്കം ഇവാൻ. നൈസ് ടു സീ യു ആഫ്റ്റർ സച്ച് എ ലോങ് ടൈം. ഇവാൻ, നിക്കോളായ്, you have changed a lot. You have become fat and old. Nikolai, yes, Ivan, I have become fat. I spend much of time inside the house. Ivan, you too have become old. Ivan, I can't help. Time runs. Remember how young we were. Good old days. Nikolai, okay. Ivan, let's go and look around my estate. Ivan, how are you getting on, brother? Nikolai, I am doing very well. I am a landowner now. I am not the old official in the treasury. I have become a man of importance. Ivan, good to hear that. You are happy, aren't you? Nikolai, I am happy. When the peasants in my estate become sick, they come to me and I treat them with soda and castor oil. On my birthday, a Thanksgiving service is held in the middle of the village. I then give the peasants half a bucket of vodka. Okay, Ivan, let's now go back to the house. It's tea time. They go back to the house and are having tea. There are gooseberries on the table. Nikolai, Ivan, look at those gooseberries. They are from my estate. They are so nice. Ivan, gooseberries? I don't think I like them. They are too sour for me. Nikolai, so? No, man. They are so delicious. I can eat a whole load them. Ivan, sorry, Nikolai, I can't eat them. You may eat, maybe. You enjoy them so much because they grew in your estate. My idea of happiness is quite different. Nikolai, well, I know. But for me, they are so delicious. Ivan, enjoy them, Nikolai. അടുത്ത നമ്മൾ നോക്കാൻ പോകുന്ന ഡെസ്സയാണ്. Happiness differs from person to person. That is why we will say one man's meat is another man's poison, and one man's religion is another man's madness. Happiness, like beauty, is not definable in precise terms. Still, there are some common ingredients, some characteristics that constitute a happy life. I definitely agree with the view that selection, self-sufficiency, and piety are some of the characteristic. Satisfaction comes when our desires are fulfilled. Desires are of various kinds. Some love adventure, climbing the Himalayas, swinging across the sea, flying into the space, etc. Are the things some people enjoy, and some such things give them great satisfaction. For some, satisfaction comes when they behold things of beauty, sights, sounds, movements of nature, and even people make them happy and satisfied. Standing on a hill and watching the sunset might satisfy the lovers of nature. Walking through the forest, watching the wildlife might be a thrilling experience to some. Self-sufficiency is an important characteristic of a happy life. If the person does not have the essential requirements like food, dress, and shelter, he can't be happy. He should have self-sufficiency in these matters. Depending on others for our needs is demanding, especially for an adult. Even birds and animals train their young to be self-sufficient when they grow up. Piety is another important characteristic of a happy life. Piety does not mean mere religious piety. Piety also includes the love and respect for our parents, elders, teachers, brethren, relatives, neighbors, and people at large. We saw the piety of Mahatma Gandhi did not limit itself to some rituals and religious worship. His piety went much beyond that. A real pious man will also think of the welfare of his fellow beings. He will not do anything that brings pain and sorrow to others, because he feels that all the human beings are the children of the same God. Ishwar, Allah, and God are synonyms and of that great power that created us and that nourishes us. There are many more characteristics of happy life, but satisfaction, self-sufficiency, and piety seem to be most important. Once we have all these, we definitely will be happy people. ഇനി നമ്മളൊന്ന് കമ്പാരിറ്റീവ്ലി അനലൈസ് ചെയ്യുകയാണ്. അതാണ് നമ്മുടെ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ആക്ടിവിറ്റി. In his poem, Ode to Solitude, Alexander defines a happy man. A happy man has a lot of land. He does not have to go looking for any job. He has milk from his cattle, bread from his field, and dress from his sheep. The trees give him shade in the summer, and in the winter he makes fire with the wood from those trees. He has health in body and peace in mind. He sleeps soundly at night. He uses his life for study and recreation. He is a good man and spends time in meditation. The poet wants to live like him. He does not want to be famous. He wants to quietly go away from life unlamented. He does not even want any memorial stone raised on his tomb. The poem To Sleep by William Wordsworth, who is known as the High Priest of Nature, is an exquisite poem that presents to us some of the finest sights, sounds, and movements of nature. We can see a flock of sheep leisurely passing by one after one. We can the sound of rain and murmuring of bees. We can hear the falling of rivers, winds and seas. We can see the smooth fields, white sheets of water, and pure sky. We also hear the melodies of small birds coming from the oak trees. We hear the cuckoo's melancholy cry. The poet can't sleep. Maybe he is worried about the bad things happened during the past. In fact, he has not slept for a couple of days, and this makes him all the more worried. If he does not sleep, he won't be able to enjoy the wonderful sights and sounds of the morning. Sleep brings fresh thoughts and joyous health. Both are exquisite poems. While Pope describes the things needed for a man to be happy, Wordsworth is more interested in presenting the beautiful sights, sounds, and movements of nature. In the poems, sleep is an essential element of happiness. Only a happy man can have a sound sleep. The reverse is also true. Only a sound sleep can make a happy man. Sleep and happiness are complementary. Between the two, I prefer the poem by Wordsworth. The imagery there is far better. Both poems has good rhyme and rhythm. There are instances of alliteration and assonance in both, and they increases the melodious quality. There are excellent figures of speech, especially personification. Both poems have a grave mode, nothing funny, nothing light-hearted. Both are philosophical poems. I do not agree with the idea of Pope of man going away from his world quietly unknown, not even leaving behind him a tombstone of posterity. to remembering him. അപ്പോൾ ഇതാണ് നമ്മുടെ ആക്ടിവിറ്റീസ്. താങ്ക് യു.